I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeff.
Welcome to episode 72 of Fresh and Uncooked, the podcast where Jeff and I talk about fast food, new menu items, products, our favorite food, cooking at home, and what we love to eat. Jeff, what is this episode all about?
Our top 5 favorite barbecue items.
But first, some food news to get to, including a new fiery menu from Burger King.
Ooh.
A new flavor of specially processed American meat.
That sounds great.
AKA Spam.
Oh, that does sound great.
And a couple of new items from Lay's and Kraft that we'll talk about. One's pizza related and one is pickle flavored.
I'm down for that. I'm down.
Pizza or pickle?
Yes.
Blindly goes with a yes. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy episode 72 of the most appetizing food podcast ever.
Fresh and Uncooked.
Any news?
Is there any news?
I have news.
Food news.
Bad news travels fast.
So available for a limited time at participating U.S. Burger King restaurants are 5 new items that are, well, fiery. The new fiery menu is for heat seekers and starts on July 18th, Jeff. Spice levels range from mild to wild, or 1 to 5, as you'll soon find out.
Yes. I'm very interested to see about 5.
This one's kind of the most interesting one, to be honest. Spice level 1, or mild, I guess, is fiery strawberry and Sprite, which is Sprite with a fiery strawberry puree with what BK says has just enough kick to leave you wanting more.
So it's not like a shot of Fireball or anything, right? They can't do that?
I don't think they can do that. No.
I didn't think so.
Spice level 2 are the new fiery mozzarella fries. You can get a 4, 8, and 12 piece mozzarella fries, which you guessed it are fry-shaped mozzarella sticks, mozzarella cheese, peppers, and have a fiery Calabrian pepper seasoning or breading, I suppose.
That sounds all right. But I would imagine they're very much like their chicken fries. And if that's the case, Chris, I don't know how good they're going to be.
Well, I'd have to think mozzarella fries would be better than their chicken fries.
I would hope that. I would hope so.
I think anything. I think fiery strawberry Sprite deep fried and breaded would be better than their chicken fries.
I think collaboratively, can we both say that the chicken fries are the worst thing on their menu?
Yeah, I would have. I don't even have their menu in front of me, and yeah,
I'm going for that too.
Spice level 3, right in the middle, Jeff, is a version of the good old Whopper. The fiery bacon Whopper comes with lettuce and tomatoes along with the sesame seed bun, but the bacon that they add gets a fiery seasoning added to it, and it comes with pepper jack cheese and a fiery creamy sauce.
All right.
There you go. And spice level 4, you guessed it, chicken fries get a fiery version for level 4 in heat and available at a 4, 8, or 12 piece. 12 pieces, Jeff. White meat chicken marinated with a fiery seasoning and coated in a savory garlic and pepper breading.
Are you going to try them? No, me either. I say that, though.
Not the chicken fries. No.
I say that now, though, Chris, but you know what? I bet you for 4 of them, it's maybe $1.50.
You're going to go on the app and be like, well, if they're only, if that's the deal.
That might be what happens.
And the wild spice level 5. Any guesses?
I would imagine it's a burger and it probably has ghost peppers on it.
It is the fiery bacon royal crispy chicken sandwich.
Oh.
Which is their breast fillet coated with a fiery glaze, fiery seasoned bacon like they had on the Whopper, and pepper jack cheese, lettuce, tomato, and a creamy fiery sauce. It's basically everything that Whopper had it, but they have a little fiery glaze added to the fillet. So,
yeah. And I know with the Whopper, you can always add extra patties.
You can add just about anything.
Yeah.
They'll even ask you several times when you order.
So for the chicken sandwich, you don't add extra patties, right?
I've never thought about it.
I just really thought about it now. Not that I would do it. I'm not saying by any means that adding the extra burger patty is healthier than adding an extra chicken patty, but for some reason, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure which one's the healthier option.
I don't think either
A double Whopper or a double crispy royal chicken sandwich, but
right.
okay, so chicken sandwich, the Whopper, the mozzarella sticks, the Sprite, the chicken fries.
I think I'm good to try almost everything but the chicken fries.
They all sound okay. I don't
Yeah.
know if I've tried this version of their chicken sandwich that they've changed like every season of the last 4 years. That they got a new name, a new style.
They are just all over the place with
Kind of
that.
gave up on BK and their chicken sandwich because their original one, which thankfully they still sell, is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
The Whopper, I suppose I'd try. The Sprite, I'm curious about a little bit.
You have to make sure that you go to a good Burger King for this one too, right? One that you know makes things correctly with a veteran staff.
Right. I hear you.
Like the 1998 Braves, like the 1998 Atlanta Braves pitching staff.
If you're looking for a new dipping sauce, Jeff, Burger King is now offering Hidden Valley Ranch dip cups, which are included with the order of those mozzarella and chicken fries from the Fiery Menu. Unlike the Fiery Menu, though, the Hidden Valley Ranch is staying and available to add to any order.
They probably get a lot of requests for ranch, I would imagine, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Did Burger King not ever have ranch, or are they just replacing the ranch with Hidden Valley Ranch? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think maybe now it's just branded ranch.
And the makers of Spam are turning up the heat themselves with the launch of Korean barbecue flavored Spam.
Ooh.
A sweet yet spicy variety featuring a bold blend of umami and Korean inspired spices, now available exclusively at Walmart, walmart.com, as well as spam.com. Which doesn't sound like a website you should go to. Spam.com.
No.
It's their website. It's a tribute to the brand's popularity in Korean culture and the growing trend of Korean barbecue flavored over here in the U.S. So the new Korean barbecue flavor is meant to be grilled, put over rice or on a toasted bun with some kimchi slaw.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
At all?
At all. I think that sounds great.
So whether you think Spam stands for specially processed American meat, spiced ham, or shoulder of pork and ham, visit spam.com for some more recipe ideas for the Korean barbecue Spam.
So you're not excited about it?
No.
Not one bit, huh?
Spam at all.
Okay.
Passing on the spam. Growing up, my mom would make Spam salad. This is something that went around in your family, Jeff. Spam salad.
Is it the Spam pasta salad?
It is a cold pasta salad with macaroni, cheddar cheese, cubes of Spam, celery, peas, I think.
Oh, see, yeah, the one I make, I still make it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's just with the pasta, mayonnaise, peas, black pepper, and Spam.
Okay.
It's delicious. It's not even cooked. You just cut it up.
Just scrape off that jelly that's surrounding it, dice it up, right?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Every once in a while, it's not bad.
So would you do that with the Korean barbecue Spam?
I don't think so.
Same mac salad, but different Spam? No.
Okay. You'd have to cook it up. I think that over a bed of white rice would be good. And I think the sandwich too, with a Korean slaw or some kimchi or what have you. I think that sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Stay tuned for a review on that one from yours truly.
Two things really quick to wrap up food news, Jeff. First from Lay's, it's the return of deep dish pizza flavored potato chips. They're rumored to be seen on some store shelves already. Flavor came out a few times before. I don't know if I've ever tried them or not.
That one doesn't sound familiar to me. I don't think I have.
Pizza flavored things are, hit or miss. Usually miss. Better than another Flaming Hot though, so I'm fine with that. Also, it sounds like Kraft is coming out with a pickle mayonnaise. The item has been seen online and is coming soon on certain websites. Pickle flavored mayonnaise. Jeff, what's your initial reaction?
I think it has some good uses, don't you?
Yeah, I do. It depends on the pickle, though. Is this sweet pickle mayonnaise or dill pickle mayonnaise?
I would think they would go dill, right? Because when you think pickle,
I would hope
dill, I think, is the one that most people think of.
We'll see. If we do get more info on this, I'll be sure to include it in a future food news. But that's your food news for episode 72. Okay, top 5 barbecue items. Now, we're just kind of being in general here, I guess. Stuff you would find at a barbecue restaurant, stuff you would find at a barbecue festival. Barbecue food. Mains, meats, sides, desserts. Kind of a mishmash, right? Almost like your perfect barbecue sampler platter.
This is good. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Baby back ribs.
Okay. That's what you're bringing in. That's what you're bringing in at number 1.
Bringing them right in. Slapping them down. I think they're the best rib. St. Louis, spare rib. Beef rib, not a fan of really. Baby back's just the best. It's nice and small, perfect size, perfect amount of meat. Fall off the bone or bite off the bone. I'm good either way. Definitely in my top 5.
There's something about the way that it takes the smoke that is a lot different than like a beef rib for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't even put ribs on my top 5. If I go out for barbecue, ribs a lot of times aren't even something that I try. At least on the initial go-to.
Sure.
So I kind of have like my standard thing as far as what I try when I do barbecue.
And it's like if you get ribs at a barbecue place, you're kind of just committing because you're probably getting a lot of ribs, right?
Right,
so,
right.
Sauce or no sauce? Rub, sauce, ribs?
Rub. Yeah. But if it's a good sauce, I don't mind a good sauce too.
Yeah, a little sauce on the side. And if a place has got, 10 different sauces, I'm going to try them all.
Oh, yeah. So I think I'm going to put in pulled pork as my number 1.
Pulled pork.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Very good. Almost made my top 5. Almost.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you like a certain way of it being prepared, or do you like more of a mustard-based pulled pork, or like a Kansas City style pulled pork?
I just like just some smoked pork. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to have sauce. Okay, like you said, having the sauce on the side and kind of using that as the one, if they have multiple different barbecue sauces, using that to sample each one. That's the way that I go about it. So
sandwich? Or just a fork in a pile?
Just a fork in a pile a lot of times.
Yeah.
But sometimes they pile up that sandwich enough where you kind of have that fork and pile too. So
yeah, true. How about cornbread?
Ooh.
Cornbread is in my top 5. It had to be. Because every time I make barbecue at home, if I'm got the smoker going, and a lot of other things too, I just have to have cornbread. I mean, there's good cornbread and there's bad cornbread. I know this is where you're going with this.
There's no in between.
It's kind of like, it's almost, unless it's completely crumbly and dried up, and there's no corn in the cornbread, and I mean like kernels of corn, then I'm all right with it.
I'm a cornbread snob, Chris, unfortunately.
That's all right.
But it is a good side when it's done
Oh.
right. Oh, there's nothing like it.
It goes with almost anything at a barbecue place as the side.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little honey, maybe a little butter. Maybe, maybe you're dipping it in those 10 different barbecue sauces.
Yeah.
However you want to do it.
Yeah.
Cornbread's good.
So I think my next one's going to be a rope sausage or smoked sausage or what have you. That is always, that's up there with the pork for me.
That
I'm
is
trying that pretty
also
much every time.
the next item on my list, smoked sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a cheddar smoked sausage
Mhm.
or a cheddar jalapeno or something like that, love it.
Yeah, just about any sausage smoked. I'll even throw in some Italian sausages in my smoker.
Oh, yeah.
Because in 2 hours they're done.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're smoking something and it's going to take 10 hours. And you just want to snack in 2 hours. You just throw in a couple sausages on the next shelf, and boom.
I like it.
Man, and some of the places around me, they're throwing like giardiniera in the Italian sausage with like mozzarella and provolone in there. So it's like, oh, if there's smoked sausage at a barbecue place, I am getting it.
Yes. I think this one's a little bit weird.
Ooh.
But it's almost a garnish in a way. But I really enjoy this with my barbecue. Just pickle slices.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a few slices of pickle. What do you think? I think it helps balance things out a little bit.
Hey, if it's dill, Jeff, I'm with you. Right there.
I'm going dill or sweet. I like both when it comes to barbecue.
Yeah, I can't really do sweet, but even a fried pickle.
Oh, wow.
Just, might as well.
You're turning it up a notch with that.
Yeah, pickles. Yeah, you say it's a little weird because it's like in your top 5 of all things barbecue. It's an important piece, just like the cornbread to me. It's an important piece of Jeff's barbecue platter.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it brings that acidity to kind of cut through all that fat and smoke and sweetness. It's kind of the perfect thing to have on your plate. And if you don't like pickles, I don't know if you're doing barbecue right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I definitely feel that way too.
Mine, Southern style green beans, slow cooked with a little bacon, some onion, just cooked down to hours. Cooked in like chicken broth or whatever. It's just salty. They got that little pork flavor, a little hot sauce flavor. It's just so good.
That is a very surprising one from you. Yeah.
Right?
Wow. That's a curveball.
It's something I've been doing for about a year now with barbecue.
Okay.
I had them at a place and I was just like, these are good. I got to make these. Found a couple recipes, tried them, kind of tweaked into my own, and yeah, I could eat some right now for a snack. Never thought I'd say that about green beans,
right? Isn't it very seasonal?
Is it? Well, I just use canned green beans.
With the canned green beans too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't the green beans kind of disintegrate because they're already mushy coming out of the can?
No, they don't. They don't.
Oh, wow.
They kind of do once they hit your mouth, though, which might be why I like them being a vegetable.
Okay.
But yeah, just the smoky, salty goodness of what happens to them is just magical.
Well, since I already mentioned a vegetable, I'm going to go with a side. And this is a side that I really enjoy. When it's bad, it is kind of bad, but it's still kind of good in a way. Mac and cheese.
Classic barbecue side.
Yeah, I like it. If you give me a pulled pork mac and cheese, I am super excited.
A bowl of mac and cheese with some pork on top.
Yes, with the sauce. With the sauce.
With the BBQ sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10 for sure for me, mac and cheese. I would get a couple of things before that, I think, but classic. And yeah, you start mixing in with some brisket or some pulled pork or even some green beans. They'd be good. Or smoked sausage. You can almost add anything to mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it'll be so good. My number one, and I'm declaring it number one. The other ones maybe weren't necessarily in a top 5 order, but this is the defined number one best barbecue. In fact, it's the best thing I think I've ever eaten. Burnt ends. Brisket, burnt ends.
Ooh.
Doesn't get any better than that. Shout out to somebody you know as well, Big Ed's.
Yes.
He brought over once a foil pan of brisket burn ends from his barbecue place in Gurnee, Illinois, by the way. Shout out Big Ed. Waukegan, I'm sorry. And I remember just being like just in a completely different world tasting those. Like I left the planet for a little bit, Jeff. It was just like, wow.
And he sells out of those things all of the time.
Oh yeah. And
pretty much daily.
It was kind of right before lunch too, and he brought over like this big foil pan of it, and just like, I know every single customer that's coming into his restaurant is asking for these. And it was just like, wow. That would have to be my clear number one. And brisket's just so good, but those burn ends, the way Big Ed does it, wow. Amazing.
So over the weekend, I was at a music festival, barbecue festival.
Yeah.
I tried probably the best thing that I tried. Cherry cola burn ends.
Ooh, I could see that.
They were so tender. They had the right amount of sweetness to them. They were delicious. Probably the best thing that I had all weekend, truthfully.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have some burn ends and they're done right, I don't think you can top that, man. But cherry cola burn ends, like a cherry cola barbecue sauce, kind of sounds like something I need to like get in the recipe lab and start working on, because that kind of sounds good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah. You got one more on your list?
Yeah, and if we're talking about putting together our platter, that perfect platter, this is something that might come as a shock to you.
Uh-oh, another one?
I think this one might be a little bit shocking.
Shocking. I'm surprised I haven't heard any fish yet.
Oh, there's still no fish involved.
Okay.
There's just something about barbecue and fish that doesn't seem right.
Oh, okay. All right.
So this would just be just a piece of plain old white bread. Have you been
dry to white toast and a Coke?
Yet it's not even the dry white toast. It's just that piece of white bread that they put there.
The piece of white bread. Okay.
It just soaks up. It'll soak up the sauce. Any type of grease that's there, it soaks it up. And it doesn't have to be. It definitely doesn't have to be a fancy piece of white bread. I'm talking about just like an ordinary piece of.
Is there fancy white bread? Yeah.
There probably is, but I know that if I go to a barbecue place and they don't give you a piece of white bread, I think to myself,
really,
maybe you're not doing this barbecue right.
Oh, okay. That is shocking. Yeah, I was like, he's gonna come in here with something exotic. He's gonna do maybe something, barbecue from a different part of the continent, a different continent. I wasn't sure where you're going, and then you throw out a piece of white bread.
Just that piece of white bread. There's something amazing about it.
That is amazing. What if they served your pulled pork sandwich on white bread? Is that kind of ruining the white bread for you?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Maybe Texas toast would be better.
Ooh.
But if it's just a slice of white bread, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Any honorable mentions?
I would love to bring in collard greens. I think collard greens are a great way to go. And barbecued beans.
Yeah, barbecue beans. Talk about a million different ways to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could go nuts with barbecue baked beans. What screams barbecue dessert to you? Anything?
Like a peach cobbler is usually pretty good.
Peach cobbler is kind of probably, I don't know, the most I've seen.
Yeah.
On a barbecue dessert menu. Or like a banana pudding.
Banana pudding's good too.
Yeah. It's probably a dessert, I would say, for any type of occasion, no matter what kind of food I'm eating. But peanut butter and chocolate just sounds like a good way to go. Maybe like
With
a
barbecue?
peanut butter chocolate pie. Yeah.
All right.
Or anything. Thanksgiving, birthday, just listening to a podcast.
Yeah. A Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, those are all solid. I think you mentioned before too, brisket, definitely getting an honorable mention. Brisket is something that I'll try to, but brisket can be hit or miss. Brisket is that is an art form.
It is.
That's an art form.
Thanks for listening to episode 72 of Fresh and Uncooked. Jeff, where can everyone find you on the internet?
It's Jeff_on-air on all platforms.
And you had a couple videos of the Windy City Smokeout you were just at, speaking of barbecue.
Yeah, so it's really cool because they have like a bunch of award-winning pitmasters from all over the country that are there.
Nice.
And then they have country music too. So it's really one of the coolest festivals like around for me. Yeah, there's some of those videos out there. You can see what I tried and see some of the music, and it's kind of cool.
Right on. You can find me on TikTok and YouTube, cooking with Chris_YT, Oklahoma Smash Onion Burger.
Oh, yeah. That
coming out later this week. I shot you some photos of that.
Yeah, that just looks amazing.
It was. Links to Fresh and Uncooked socials down in the show notes and descriptions. Jeff, I'm hungry. Until next time.
Enjoy what you eat.